Northwood time. Come on, grab your bags. We are going to vary teaching lands with the staff of Northwood and gladiators. The education never ends. It's Northwood time.
Good morning, gladiators. Today is Thursday, February 15th, and it is an even block day. At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Let's hear our monthly update from our SMOB.
Hello, students. Welcome to the February SMOB Monthly Message. Today, I will give a recap of the last few board meetings and update you on some of the work that I'm doing. On the board meeting on January 11th, the Board of Education approved a number of important contracts. One of them was to install solar panels on the list of schools shown beside me. Another contract was to pay the company that will decide the new architecture for Damascus High School. And last but not least, we approved a contract to supply the Division of Food and Nutrition Services with $200,000 to use local, fresh produce for our school lunches.
I had a question.
Recently, the board has held budget work sessions to look at next year's budget. Here are some important things to note. We have decided to maintain funding for 32 social workers and 20 school psychologists that were previously funded through a government grant, meaning they will be staying for next year's budget and possibly future year budgets. I'm also excited to announce that we're investing $1.6 million for in-school student therapeutic services and $400,000 into funding restorative justice coaches in schools. Furthermore, following advocacy from fantastic students, we are investing $1.1 million of funding for band and orchestra equipment repairs for school instruments and $1.3 million into Chromebook repairs for students. Something I am super excited to announce is MCPS's work towards equitable school funding. First, MCPS has announced they are putting $230,000 into an equity fund to support extracurricular school activities. Furthermore, MCPS is beginning the first phase of a multi-year project called student-based budgeting, which will allocate funds to schools based on individual school needs rather than just school size and population, which is how funds are currently appropriated. The project will start this year by evaluating needs in the Watkins Mill cluster, then expand by actually funding needs of schools on a county-wide scale. Moving on to some updates outside of the Board of Education, I am excited to announce 3 important surveys that students are invited to fill out, and all the links for each survey are displayed next to me. The first survey is about school lunches, where student input will actually change the school lunch menu. The second survey is about police officers in schools and the new Community Engagement Officer program in MCPS. The third is about communication during snow days and other inclement weather days. Finally, ending with a couple quick updates on what I've been up to recently. Recently, I hosted the 5th SMOB Advisory Council meeting where students got to give feedback on MCPS policies and regulations. I am also excited to invite all students to my next Advisory Council meeting, which will take place on February 8th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Clarksburg High School. The meeting will be all about school lunches, and students will actually get the chance to taste test potential new menu items. I highly suggest signing up, and finally, I'm excited to say that I've done over 20 school visits so far this year to talk with students, and I'm hoping to do many more in the coming weeks. Thanks so much for watching and staying engaged. I look forward to February and fighting for even more change across MCPS. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.
Thanks to our SMOB. Now let's hear the weather with Zach.
Thanks, Andrew. Today's weather is partially cloudy with a high of 49 and a low of 23. Tomorrow, expect similar weather with cloudy skies, a high of 45 and a low of 32. That's it for Northwood weather. Stay safe, stay warm. Back to you, Andrew.
Thanks, Zach. Now, here's a video from the MCPS Special Elections Community about how you can help elect our next student member of the board.
Hey MCPS!
Do you know who this is?
Yep, that's our SMOB, Sammy Saeed, who's been working for the past year to make change in our county.
But unfortunately, his time as our SMOB has come to an end.
Wait, doesn't that mean we need to elect a new SMOB?
Yes, you're right, and that's where we come in. I'm one of the Special Elections Committee administrators for this year. We run the SMOB and MCR elections, ensuring an equal and equitable process for all MCPS students. The very first step is filing, which is open to all 10th and 11th grade residents.
The next step is the nominating committee, otherwise known as NomCon.
It's an event during the school day where delegates from every MCPS high school and middle school can attend to listen to their SMOB candidates, talk about their goals and experiences.
Everyone will have the opportunity to vote on 3 strong candidates, and after a Q&A session, all delegates will vote on 2 finalists.
Now, you might be wondering how to attend NomCon from your school as a delegate.
The number of delegates that attend NomCon differs.
Why is that? Well, the number of NomCon delegates from each MCPS middle and high school depend on the population of those schools. There's 1 delegate for every 200 students, but keep in mind, there's new protocols for the delegation selection.
Our committee voted that a random selection process was the best method for SGAs to choose their delegates, but that's only if your school exceeds the allotted number of delegates.
To know more details about the permission forms and the delegation selection process, be sure to contact your SGA advisors, delegates, and officers.
This year's NomCon will be held at Watkins Middle High School, February 14th, Valentine's Day.
You don't want to miss it. Make sure to follow at MCPS SEC for more updates.
Bye, MCPS!
Thanks, Special Elections Committee. Today in the hallways, you will be listening to jazz music, an indelible cornerstone of Black American cultural heritage, boasts a rich tapestry woven by legendary figures like Charlie Parker, Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk, and Wynton Marsalis. Each luminary contributed profoundly to the genre's evolution and artistic breadth. Charlie Parker, renowned as the bebop trailblazer, redefined improvisation with his lightning-fast saxophone solos, setting a new standard for technical prowess and innovation. Miles Davis, a visionary trumpeter, continually pushed boundaries, shifting jazz through various styles from cool to fusion, showcasing an unmatched ability to reinvent himself and the genre.
Thelonious Monk, a unique and enigmatic pianist, reshaped harmonic structures, infusing his compositions with dissonance and rhythmic complexity, leaving an indelible mark on jazz's avant-garde. Wynton Marsalis, a modern virtuoso, carries the torch of tradition while exploring new avenues, elevating jazz as a respected art form through his trumpet mastery and commitment to preserving its roots. Together, these titans epitomize the brilliance and diversity inherited in Black jazz, shaping its past, present, and future with their extraordinary contributions.
In celebration of Black History Month, the College and Career Center is hosting an HBCU Spirit Week this week. Today, join them in the Media Center during lunch to do a fun game of HBCU-themed bingo. On Friday, join the College and Career Center at the Universities of Shady Grove for the annual MCPS HBCU College Fair. The people who showcase the most HBCU pride will be entered in a raffle to win a cash prize. In order to get into the raffle, find Madison Scott to show her your participation or tag them on Instagram at NHS_college and career.
Attend the information meeting Thursday, February 22nd with Ms. Snape at the College and Career Center during lunch to learn more about Summarize, or visit www.mcps-summarize.org. Registration for the Summarize program must be completed by Tuesday, February 27th, 2024 at 5 p.m. to be considered for an opportunity to participate. Opportunities fill up fast as is a county-wide program, so register as soon as possible. See Ms. Hecht or Ms. Snape for any questions.
Do you have 75 SSL hours already? Do you need 75 SSL hours? Do you like to make videos? Check out these opportunities to earn up to 35 SSL hours. Check out the MCPS SSL page at montgomeryschoolsmd.org/departments/SSL. Here are some of the opportunities available now. Make sure to check back often as they expire and new ones are posted.
Attention students, need another way to get SSL hours? Are you looking for an opportunity to earn more SSL hours? The Minority Scholars Program will host a Day of Service event next Wednesday, February 21st after school. Sign up using the provided QR code or the bit.ly link. Students must sign up in advance so that you receive a confirmation email. All students are welcome to participate.
And finally, seniors. Any senior who has submitted documentation to show the completion of 240 SSL hours or more by April 5th, 2024 will earn the Certificate of Meritorious Service along with a purple tassel for graduation. See Mrs. Brenner in A113 or Ms. Kernizan in LC2 if you have any questions.
What's even better than having your name in lights? Your name in print. Submit your artwork, photography, and creative writing to Northwood's award-winning literary magazine. Time is running out. And now for Gladiator Sports with Tony.
Thanks, Andrew. Anyone interested in trying out for boys lacrosse? There will be an interest meeting today during lunch at 11:30 in A132. That's it for Gladiator Sports. Right back to you, Andrew.
Thanks, Tony. Now let's talk about what's going on around the building during lunch.
The class of 2024 meets in LC3.
Class of 2025 meets in G124.
The class of 2026 meets in the Media Center.
Forensics team meets in A219.
The French Honor Society meets in A230.
The Library Advisory Board meets in the Media Center.
The NHS Book Club meets in the Media Center.
The Muslim Student Association meets in A129.
And STEM Club meets in A115.
The a la carte line is now open in the cafeteria, so go ahead and get your snacks.
And now for a message from the Black Diaspora Club.
Hello, Northwood Gladiators. We are the Black Diaspora Club. My name is Ruth Lagessa.
My name is Paula DeJoco.
My name is Sophie Pereira, and we are the Black Diaspora Founders.
And to conclude our last year in this building, we are presenting International Night.
International Night will be a cultural exposure event composed of dance and model performances, food, and games. However, to make this night our own, we need for you all to volunteer.
And don't worry, SSL hours will be provided to our volunteers, whether that be volunteering with decorations, performances, or even bringing cultural dishes. There's so much that you can help with.
SSL hours will range differently based on how many of the options you choose to volunteer for, meaning volunteers can gain up to 40 hours or more. Also, participants are eligible to win a prize at the end of the event.
And these opportunities are not just limited to Northwood students. Those who attend different schools or even family members can attend and volunteer for this event.
If you're interested in any of the following, you can either come to A214 during lunch on Tuesdays, email us or our sponsor, Ms. Davis, or even DM our Instagram.
So spread the word about International Night and help bring our community together.
The deadline to sign up for International Night is February 23rd. That's it for today's morning show.
Have a great day, Gladiators.
I'm Khadijah and Jag.
And I'm Andrew Blakey from the Northwood Update on WNHS.